Yeah. Came in 17. Damn.
Kaka-interest dun sa mga donation mo eh. Yung kahapon dun sa debate about yung 15 million US dollar ba yung galang kay Bill Gates. Makikilinaw na rin, pinatatanong.
Impressed naman to Dr. Montemayor. Nagano naman siya, now I understand. Ako naman, importante, hindi totoo. Kasi yung 15 million there, in Diamond Hotel, yung kubeta, para doon sa tapos after a few weeks, a month or two, di ba nag-launch sa Riverside, yung donation ni Bill Gates. Saka bawal yun pag sa kampanya. Ako, may mga kilala akong kandidato, umaamin pa, na may mga foreigner nagdo-donate sa kanila. Bawal po yun. I'm no lawyer. Siguro may mga lawyer naman dito. Alam ko, yung mga ganung bagay, bawal. But just the same, okay naman siya. Naliwanagan naman, in fairness to him. I have to give it to him also when nung maliwanagan siya.
So maliwanag na fake news yun. Wala tayong pag-uusapan doon.
Saan?
Wala tayong pag-uusapan doon sa 15 million US dollar na yun.
Fake news eh.
Specific to excess campaign funds. Which of you agree that unused campaign funds should be returned to donors? I'll repeat the question. Which of you agree that unused campaign funds should be returned to donors? Raise of hands.
Okay, lahat nagtaas ng kamay except for Mayor Isko.
Mayor Isko, go ahead.
Microphone, please.
Because I have to be fair with the Filipino people. Hindi ako nagsoli ng ibinigay sa akin tulong sa kampanya na sobra, ngunit tinupad ko ang ating tungkulin bilang mamamayan na magbayad ng buwis. That's why wala pong moral ascendancy to answer the question in favor. So I have to remain of what I have done in the past, and I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, and I hope that someday, somehow, the new sets of Congress, the Senate and Congress, for that matter, should pass a law that requires this kind of questions later on, so that we can resolve it properly and fairly. But what matters most, you pay your tax. That's important.
A question, Dr. Montemayor.
Paano naman po yung $15 million na binigay ni Bill Gates? Isosoli niyo po ba yan?
I'm sorry, sir, $50 million na binigay?
$15 million that were donated to Mayor Isko, as I read in the papers. Is that a campaign fund?
50 million pesos po, sir. At yun po yung sinasabi ni Mayor Isko
Bill
na
Gates
binayaran.
po, walang peso si Bill Gates.
Mr. Montemayor, with all due respect to you, I have high regards to you, but I want to show you. Ito
Ay, dala
po,
niyo yung resibo?
resibo ng BIR. Ito po resibo, hindi po gawang rekto.
Isa lang po yung tanong
What
ko.
I'm saying is
Isa
that
lang.
there is no such thing as $15 billion.
Di ba, 15
million dollars. It is prohibited by law. Bawal po tumanggap ng mga ganong klaseng...
So wala pong ganon.
Wala po. It's not true. I don't know where did you get it. In fact,
In the papers,
I think
it's all over the papers.
50 million
papers?
pesos
$15
po.
million.
Well, I beg to disagree with the gentleman, the doctor, that there is no such thing. And we will be honest and fair.
I'm satisfied with that.
Salamat naman po. At,
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nagbayad kayo ng tax na 9.7 million pesos para sa income na 50.5 million pesos. Clarification lang po. Yun po bang 50.5 million pesos na yon is the same 50 million pesos na na-save po ninyo from your campaign contributions?
Because I have to pay taxes. Kapag may natira sa kampanya, dahil yan naman ay pooled account, pooled money, iba't ibang tao, you have to declare. Tapos, kapag yun ay nasa iyo na, kailangan mo magbayad ng buwis, which is yun ang ginawa ko.
Pero tama ho ba na nasa income nyo po yun?
Yun ang sinasabi ng BIR eh. Kailangan mo kasi hawak-hawak mo yung pera. Limited ang gastusin mo sa kampanya. Sumobra ang donation mo. So tangan-tanga mo yung pera. O kailangan ka magbayad ng buwis. At yun ay lumalabas na income mo.
Nasaan na po yung pera?
Sa akin.
Income, part of your income. Wala
Yes.
akong violations doon?
As long as nagbabayad ka ng buwis.
What are candidates supposed to do with excess campaign funds donated to them?
Well, the rule basically is that there is no rule. Candidates are not prohibited from keeping the money that was donated to them if it turns out that they have a surplus of funds. No, there is no rule that mandates return. There is no rule that tells the candidate that they have to restore the money to the donors or to dispose of it in any particular way. So basically, ang nangyari, ang ginawa ng BIR is that it simply came out with a regulation, a revenue regulation, that said that any excess campaign funds would have to be considered taxable income. Okay? Taxable income. Ibig sabihin, essentially, ang treatment ng batas dyan sa pera na yan ay kinita or earned nung kandidato, and therefore they have to pay taxes on it. No? Parang income nga. So in that sense, tama naman yung sinabi ng kandidato, no, na from 1 year to the next, tumaas yung kanyang net worth, but at the same time, nagbayad siya ng karampatang buwis doon sa inilaki ng kanyang SLN, ano, or ng kanyang net worth, roughly corresponding to the amount of money left over from his campaign.
So at present, there's no rule regarding that, whether they're supposed to return the excess campaign funds to the respective donors. Pero do you think there should be one?
That's really hard to say. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong, essentially, with the candidate using the money that was given to them. Right? There is no requirement that they have to spend this much. In fact, the requirement is that they cannot overspend over a certain limit, no? And if they're able to save money, why not? Again, it's not clear that there is a need to legislate any new rules on that.
But how would you know how much excess funds a particular candidate got unless they really declare it? Honestly, is that correct?
Well, that's between the candidate and his donors, di ba? That's not something that government is privy to. As far as government is concerned, ang nire-regulate natin dyan, what we regulate is the spending of the money. Now, if it turns out that this person was really good at raising funds, government is really not part of that conversation. In fact, we don't even look at the sources of funds except to say na some sources are prohibited, right?
Mm-hmm.
But within the scope of what is allowed, we're pretty much hands off.